Mushroom! What's crafting, guys, and welcome back to another episode of ChaoticCraft. Now, as you saw in the beginning, I've been building mushrooms, so let's show you what I've been doing. So yes, I didn't get much feedback on these guys. I don't know why I put a grass block there, but I think I'm going to be leaving them. I think the undergrowth looked quite cool, but now I have made some massive improvements to the area by including these giant mushrooms. Now these mushrooms have been quite easy to do, actually. Obviously straight ones are fairly simple, and then you leave a little air block between and then put some glowstone and then just play with the purple. Now there isn't a method because mushrooms don't have method when they grow. So like this one is grown at a slight angle, and then it's quite a large one, and then I've included some of these leaves because there's a sort of droopiness. This one here is nice straight, slightly large one, but like the trunk is all divided. And Joe, what, I love these mushroom walls. They're coming so helpful. This one is a simple one, but it's got a small mushroom, and then I've used some of the end rods, that's what they are, some of the end rods to sort of do another droopy thing, so I might have included a few more of those in the other designs. Over here we've got another one, simple one. It needs some of the vines sort of thing. This is a simple one. This was the first one I made. I put glass in it, of all things, just to see if that will give it another sort of look, and I think it works quite nicely. You've got the difference. I think given every single mushroom an individual like sort of essence has worked quite well. Then I have used a lot of overgrowth, and so you've got some free high, like grass. You've got lots of different plants everywhere. These massive sort of lily pads. I have tried to make this as overgrown as possible, and I think it gives quite a nice sort of alien-esque looking thing. To be honest though, I do need to sort of deal with the roof situation. They'll probably have vines and stuff hanging around from that, but I think this alien place is looking amazing. Now I have worked a bit more over here, and I know last time I said I might bring some other stuff down here, but I've got to get rid of that. This is going to be sort of the salt lakes, and then with geysers and stuff, and it's going to be quite a dangerous place to be venturing, but to venture through it's going to be, I think, in a chamber over there somewhere. I want to put a massive temple, so that's going to be quite an interesting one to tackle. This is why I've churned up the ground, and I have got a little bit more chopping down, and what I've got is some chambers. I think there's some more up here, which gives us a lot more depth to this cave. Oh, and there's lots of zombies up there. And then we've got this sort of little bridge. Now there's a massive tunnel down there. Not sure, I might make it into the alien sort of mining system. Might work that out. Yes, indeed. But around here I'm going to put some alien houses. So I think the alien houses are going to do a time lapse, and I'm going to just design the salt lake bit off camera now. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back once the salt lake's done, and then we'll do probably the initial design together, and then we'll drop that into another time lapse. So see you soon. So as you can now see, I have done the salt lake type things Now I want to do a nice sort of change over from the mycelium to the salt. So this is a new block that I have, and it's called salt. I need to fix these pics, I know, but I'll just quickly show you. So dried salt, you have to find this. It's not the easiest, but it's near the desert. It goes quite nicely with the tuff, so I'll make some stairs, and then we've created this sort of cracked ice salt field. We've got the geysers set it off. I quite like the yellow against the black. The black's supposed to indicate the burn marks, and then the yellow is for the geysers. We have a couple just knocking around. I think this might be one. It is. So this is still one, and then we've got ones over here. And yeah, I like this. I've got a couple of skeletons knocking about as well, because I wanted this to be a sort of dried, dangerous area. I have been working a little bit on the area, so we'll be bringing this up, and I'm trying to create maybe levels or tunnels and stuff, and I have been working up here. Now, the idea was that I was going to have a village, and I wanted to sort of bring this tunnel into it. So what I'm going to do is turn it into a really long sort of sulfur canal type thing that goes underground. So we got this sort of, when you got a bridge sort of going over it, which is quite cool, which can go off into two different separate levels. And I have been bringing up this area here, which is broken up a bit more, which I'm thinking we're going to include in a time lapse. The idea with this time lapse is to bring in some alien structures now. So we're going to have a small sort of village, and I also want to probably put in a deep slate worm skeleton somewhere, maybe here, and have this as a sort of site where the villagers get their food from. So yes, let's get into the first time lapse of the episode. Let's go. And I wanted to bring you up here because this is where I am planning on building a sort of storyteller's like a hut of sorts. Now I believe that I might have on some sort of shaders, because that has never looked like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Now if you follow me down here, you might see some bones. Now these aren't any ordinary bones, these are the bones. Oh yeah, this is definitely some sort of shaders. So give me 2 seconds and I'm just going to take the shaders off. So it was the vibrant visuals. To be honest, I might actually have a look closer at that in a little bit, but as I was showing you, this is no ordinary skeleton. Now I wanted to do the little village, which we just put up there, which I'll show you around in a moment. But this is a deep slate worm. Now these things go through the tunnels and create the tunnels in the deep slate, which I am hopefully going to create a live one, like sort of maybe hanging and then poking its head out somewhere, which would be fairly cool to do. Now let's take you over and show you the houses. Now obviously slimes are a massive problem, but these could be sort of indigenous species to the area, to be honest. Also, it's great for XP. Now I have sort of made this area a little bit better, so we've got some like storage knocking about. These houses, I haven't done anything in just yet because I think I'm going along the storyline of they are abandoned now. Maybe my brother has added a little bit of technology and then found a way, or these guys have all died off and gone to the surface, or there's going to be a lot of videos coming soon, so we will see. But yes, I wanted this all overgrown. We've got the amethyst shards, well, the amethyst clusters on top. Still got the mushrooms sort of lighting the area. We've got pipes. My brother has left these like scientific posts around. I love these doors. They work really well with how destroyed this area is. Like these ones give the sort of ransacked area. Had like a little temple-y type thing with a giant mushroom that has more clusters on, which I think they looked at the other clusters and looked at this and started to worship it or something. I have no clue, but I like to create these weird things. These are supposed to be sort of alien-esque, so rather than big windows, or small windows, and I think it works. It works nicely as a sort of you have a journey. Obviously, I do want to sort of my tent's over there, so I do want to sort of come up here and look around, and there have be some sort of I did like a flow to it. So up here we're going to build basically the tent. So not the tent, what I'm on about, the temple, well not temple either, the huts, the storyteller's huts, which will obviously, I think I'll have like ancient texts in there. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm still working on the walls as well, so but yeah, I think it's working out really nicely. We're getting there slowly, and I now have a reason for there to go to be big holes and big passages to other caverns, which should lead the story on quite well. But now, let's go on to a time lapse of me building this and maybe starting the shape of the worm. Let's go. Staircase that leads up with a bit of floral design and lots of overgrown grass, because this place is overgrown. We've added a little bit of a guide rail and then up here. Now this almost makes it look like somebody has been nearby at some point, so I wanted, maybe I should probably put that out rather than I'll decide later, I think. I don't know, Piggy, you got a moan? Sorry, not moan. Remind me. So I'm going to have a little bit of food. Now this is based on the head of the deep slate worm. So this is the head of like top part, and his jaw is down there. got a couple of flags, and then it's overgrown on the inside, and there's lots of sort of relics and then nods to the different creatures that these ancient alien civilization treats as gods, sort of thing. So there's lots of books on them, and I will put a chair there, and then have some sort of a diary or some sort of explanation as to what is happening. But yes, I really like this. I think it's quite cool. It works out really well. If I come down here, you can see it there, and I think this area is working out amazingly. Now, I know I said I might build the worm, but I don't think I've got out of time today, because I think it's about time I signed off. I've done quite a bit actually. We've obviously done all this in between episodes. I've got a couple of time lapses in because we built this. I do need to do the insides of these huts. I don't know how I'm going to do. So if you guys have got any ideas, let me know. Obviously, workers, just ideas. Maybe I could create some skeletons just knocking about. Don't know what this is going to be just yet, and I'm going to continue salting the area. Well, assaulting the area, no, not really assaulting, but yes, I'm pretty happy. And guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Apologies it's late, because currently I am frying in this great British weather, and hopefully you guys across the world are not experiencing this too much of this heat, and if you are, I apologise. It's not my fault, but I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you've got any more ideas, I am willing to build them, and I will build them, because the new worm is going to be named after Mr. Peaky himself. I don't know what he's going to be called just yet, but if he's got an idea, I will name it after him. And guys, you're my favourites. Don't forget to like, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to look after yourself. Stay hydrated and stay crafty.